Good morning from a very blustery bank holiday, Peterborough. The wind is picking up, the rain is imminent, but look who's arrived. Probably the scariest van in the UK. Not as scary as that. Toyota Igo. Right. As you've seen on Matt's videos, once he gets started, he don't need to be disturbed. So he's been introduced to the splinter kennel, and he's happy with that. And he's also brought me this huge barrel to do something with, and it is really big. He's got all his equipment there ready to go, and I'm just going to keep out of his way and entertain Splinter for a while. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Is this a dogfish? Ah, you still got out of there, didn't you? There's no way that's not too big for you. You can do that. Easy. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Is that a camera you normally use for your videos?
Yes, mate. Good morning to Matt Williams. Just having a coffee and then deciding where to start. Well, here we are at Mission Control. As you can guess, it's chucking it down with rain. But young Mr. Williams, hard at it. I've taught him all I can. I think it's time for my signature dish. I'm getting hungry now. Sorry, Matt.
And a tidy up.
And a tidy up.
Bits of scrap, let it all go off. Sand the top down. I'm looking forward to that wind.
So progress is being made. Go.
Right, where that sheet of foam meets the old fiberglass that rolls over like that, it just creates the tiniest of gaps. So we've just gone along with the bonding paste and brought it relatively flush. Could be one of them where it doesn't actually need doing. But later on, thinking about the fiberglassing, you would have that little bit of air trapped in that little bit, and you end up chasing it out with the roller. Whereas if it's nice and flat like that, it just saves a little bit of something a little bit later on. Whilst they add some spare paste out. Some of these, the tiniest of the gaps are filled with the resin anyway. It's no great drama. I make a judgment call on how big a gap needs filling, or otherwise you have to sort that cover out still. Rather than trying to protect this,
Yeah.
if it really hammers it down, it's just going to end up getting in.
Right, get on with that.
I don't know how we're going to sort that out. Up the top. Where is it getting in?
I'll show you that. 1 second. Right, bit of bad news. Matt's had to go. The wind has been shocking, almost storm force. The rain, you wouldn't believe this, and I couldn't legislate for it, but the spars that hold the glass on the roof of the greenhouse, the water is running down the spars and dropping into the pond, and the rain is running down the glass and dropping into the gutter. So even though there's 4 little drips, Matt can't continue, and I'm absolutely 100% backing him for that. No issue whatsoever. He's going to have a look at Thursday, which is going to be 3 days from now. This is Bank Holiday Monday, obviously. I'll just show you the spars where the water's running down. I'll follow you. So it's these spars, it's actually running and dropping in between the gap between the gutter and you can just see that gap, and that's just enough to make it a no-show. So Matt's gone on his way. Fingers crossed we will see him on Thursday. That's all I can tell you. But up to now we've done the foaming. He says there's no point going in and doing anything. We're going to get in and do a bit of tidying out. He says don't even bother going in, leave it. And we will monitor the weather forecast for Thursday. So we'll have to leave it there. Cheers. So on a positive note, we've got the frames in place, or Matt's got the frames in place for the windows on the left and at the far end. All the foaming is done all the way around, so that's good news. Knocked off a little job. So it's just the ingress of rain that spoiled the day. That's how it goes, folks. Be prepared. So to give you an idea how bad this weather is, this is prevailing wind and it's absolutely hammering the cover. The wind is blowing in from all directions, dripping everywhere. What an absolute bloody shame. It's getting absolutely battered in here. Water's gathering up everywhere. The wind is howling. Prevailing wind is just blasting the water that's on the greenhouse roof clean underneath. This is one hell of a storm. Blimey. Getting blown everywhere. I ain't seen weather like this for well over a year. Anyway, I'm going back in. Freezing. This is incredible. Oh, gracious. That's enough for me, folks.